Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Mileena Stuns here. Alright, just so you guys know, I am going to talk a bit about accusations and different things. Alright? So some people, like Madonna was saying, she knows that people get accusations thrown at them. And Madonna's had so many accusations thrown at her because she's so famous that people want to get a piece of her and want to make her feel bad and want to say something negative. But she's obviously not at fault for all those things. So they falsely accuse her. That's what happens with me sometimes, alright guys? As you can tell, my persona is very friendly. I'm very, very nice. I'm just the same way in person, unless I'm busy or in a zone or whatever. But I'm the same way in person and never mean. Alright, my fans know it, they know it. But I'm never mean unless I've got like someone provoking me or I'm in a bad mood, but I'm never mean. Like I'm never gonna be critical or rude or anything. I'm not like that. So if you hear something about me that's like he's rude, he's just that, it's not true. I'm very, very friendly. All right, guys. But I also do realize I'm a celebrity type of person, right? I have a very good look, so some people really want to get to know me just because of how I look. So I may be a bit distant that reason, but otherwise, I mean, for the most part, like if you see me talking to people, I'm always friendly. Like I've never, unless like if somebody doesn't say anything to me, maybe I'll brush them off or not look at them or whatever. But that's what normal people do, right? They may not have any questions or qualms about that person, but they just they're busy doing their own thing. They're rushing off. They got things to do, so they don't say anything, right? But like for me, I'm very like I do sometimes say negative things, because I might be in a zone or thinking about someone else, but I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying it to you. Now, some people have accused me of many things on here, like Richard Cucci does all the time, and they're not true. All right, so don't think like, and there are a lot of celebrities and people that are famous that do those things. I'm just not that type of person. I don't do certain things because I believe in good morals. I believe in good things. So I'm not like that, but some people just hear and they think negative automatically, or they're like, he's too good looking, he's like a celebrity, he's gonna think this way, or make assumptions, and that's fair. If maybe you've had someone in your life that looks like me and you think all these things, and you can't help it, well, I can't argue that, right? Like if that's how you feel, but I mean, really, in reality, I'm not like I'm not. The people might think, okay, he's good looking. He probably is a snob. He's just that. I'm busy focusing on what I have to get done. All right. I'm never trying to be rude. I'm never trying to focus on being negative to someone. I don't like it. Like I really don't like it. And sometimes I'm in an upset mood, so I might be like that, in a sense. But I mean, I might be upset with someone, so I'm very upset, and I'm just upset, so I might say things out loud. But it's about them, not about the person that's around me. All right. With strangers, I say hello a lot of times. Unless I'm in a zone, then I'm not going to. Sometimes I'm in a zone where I don't want to talk to anybody, right? And I don't think anybody else has to explain this. Like I shouldn't have to explain this, but I just do it because I know that people see me and they think he's so good looking. Please don't be rude. Please don't be rude. And I really am not rude. I try to be friendly to all people. I'm very nice, but and sometimes people just don't like certain people, right? Like maybe I mean, I'm not rude to anybody, but sometimes you just don't click with someone. That may not necessarily mean that you're being rude. I never insult. I try not to insult or be rude. I try not to be rude. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Like some people live off that. Some people are dramatic. They're rude. They're spoiled. I'm not spoiled at all. I'm totally nice. But some people really don't know how to handle good-looking people, so they just think I'm a certain way automatically, and they don't know any differently, and so I can't do anything about that, right? But if you see me on the street, I'm usually very busy and keeping to myself. I've got plans that I'm making plans. I'm listening to songs that I gotta practice to when I sing them. I have 7 platforms on all these media, so I'm very busy. So I may not have time to say hello. I may not have time to even smile. I may not have time for any of that. But it's only because I'm busy, right? Like And I think it's important, like, I think, and sometimes I do smile. Like, I might see someone, they may be in a wheelchair, they may be, like, just sitting there, not, they may be the least attractive person ever. I'll smile and say hi. I'm not judgmental. So for me, like, if I do have time to say hi, I might say hi to anybody, you know, I'm not concerned about it. Now, the people that I'm going to collaborate with have to be a certain look, and the people that I want to do videos with have to be a certain look, and um, the people that I want to sing with, and the people that I want to perform with have to be a certain look. But that's because I like a certain look. There are people that are good looking that would collaborate with anybody because that's what they like. But I like good looking people. So for collaborations anyway. I'm never judgmental or rude. I don't like to be rude. I don't like to say something nasty. I'm not like that. I hate drama. I really hate drama. Like drama doesn't bother me, but it's just something I don't like. I don't want to be like, because I feel like anybody can become a star, right? Like, if you make fun of somebody and next year they're rich and they're doing very, very well and you made fun of them, you're just totally making a fool out of yourself. So why would you do it, right? For some reason, I'm just very, like, I'm very kind of give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I've always been like that. I've always been, even when I was a teenager, I wasn't the type to make fun of people. I never liked it. I was never like that. For some reason, I just chose not to be that way. I had a family that was very supportive, and they were always like so nice to me. So I never felt the urge to take anything out on anyone because I had everything in place for me. So even though we grew up poor, I always felt I had enough for some reason. I don't know why, but I totally did. So, you know, like when some people are very good looking and they make fun of people. They call people names all the time. You know, when I was younger, yes. When I was very young, I did sometimes, but I was very young. I was in my 20s or my teens. That happens when you're that age. But I grew out of that phase, and I wasn't like that very badly. Like everybody else was way worse than I was. Like, I was so nice to people. I never was rude, and I tried to be so nice to everyone. I was always so nice, and I don't know. I'm always like that. I'm just very. I don't think people want to spend time with people that are rude, or that they don't want to be. They don't want to even consider them to be their friend. They don't trust people that are rude. Like I don't like being rude. I really, really don't. And if you don't like someone and you don't want to hang out with them, if you're rude to them, they just stick around, right? Because they're like, I'm in a rebel, right? So if you don't want to hang out with someone and you're rude to them, they're just upset with you and they're always hanging out with you, so they take it out on you, and it's just not good karma. Um, anyway, thank you guys very, very much for for listening. Sorry, not talking, for listening to this rant. All right, but I felt it was very important to say, and I think my opinions, the way that I talk, is very useful to people, and it's very inspiring. I'm very blessed with a lot of good fortune. I'm not talking about riches. I'm not rich at all. I have no money, like not no money, but I'm not like famous. I'm not doing anything really fantastic or anything. Well, I will be, I know, but right now I'm a total nobody, right? So I'm not famous. I'm not, I'm not doing like exceptionally well or anything. But I've always felt I've had enough. I have enough, I mean. And I've always felt that I've been doing quite well. And it always felt good. I just always felt good. I don't know. Something about being in a family where you've been given, like my mom was so spoiled. She didn't spoil me, but I looked exactly like my dad, right? So she was always very like interested in making sure that I had everything I needed. She was always catering to me in a way. She always felt if I wanted something, she would give it to me, not in a snobby Devo kind of way, as Marco, but in a way that was like, I love my son, I would do anything for him. He needs this, I have to get that for him. And we grew up poor, like I said, but I know that my mom really valued who I was, and she really wanted me to. She felt like, since I looked exactly like my dad, that she that she wanted me to have more than the rest of the kids. Now, Not that she did. I mean, I'm sure she favored them too, and she really treated them well. My mom was very good. I don't think she ever favored anybody or anything like that. But I felt I was given an abundance. I really did. Even though we were poor, and I never had so much. But like with food, like whenever we were eating, I would get the bigger portion, and being the oldest son in the family, that makes sense. But not that I eat a lot now, but I do eat enough now. But I was given the biggest portion, and we were not doing well, right? Like we were still starving, right? So I mean, it was nice. I never felt hungry. Like whenever we went out for family gatherings, I got a bunch of food. Like I got lots of food. I was exercising 6 days a week, doing crazy exercise. So I had a high metabolism, so I would eat a lot. And so when I ate a lot, I burned a lot of calories by exercising so much. So I would eat a lot, and I was given that much food. It was nice. Like, I never had to worry about, oh, the other siblings, maybe they had less than I did, which I felt bad about, but they were very nice. They totally treated me well, so I'm sure to them it wasn't a big deal. But like I had three sisters, right? So they were probably always dieting, so it was fine. But and I felt really good, like for instance, we had pizza pops, okay? So they would make pizza pops for all of us. I would be the only one that would get a whole pizza pop, and everybody else in the family got half a pizza pop. Which I'm the oldest boy, so I guess as Marco, so I guess that makes sense. But it was kind of like I'm sure they wanted to have the other half, but I got it, so I was very, very lucky to have that family. My mom was very good to me. Like I was very spoiled. I mean, and as you can see right there, that's not being spoiled. Like having a full pizza pop is not being spoiled. But when you're in a poor household and you have no money, it's spoiling your kid because Marco, because he's getting the bigger portion and they're all getting the same amount and it's less. So that's why I was spoiled, but I wasn't spoiled. Obviously, a whole pizza pop is nothing. A lot of families eat a lot more. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye now.